quarter-final. 6 minutes gone in the game. It's Liverpool 0, West Ham United 0. Thankfully, we haven't missed anything. And just as I say that, Liverpool try to play Darwin Núñez through, but he's flagged offside by the assistant on the far side. Tim Robinson is the referee this evening. Edward Smart and Nick Greenhall is assistants. Anthony Taylor is the fourth official. And a reminder that there is no VAR in the quarterfinals of the EFL World Cup. No VAR until the next round at Wembley for the semi-finals. Liverpool chip the ball forward away from their own danger area. It's headed out of play by Edson Alvarez. Throw in for Liverpool, about 10 yards inside their own half. They throw it back to Gerald Kwanzaa. Square he goes to Virgil van Dijk. Out wide to Simicast. A little bit of a heavy touch from him, and he allows Mohamed Kudus to win possession for West Ham United. He goes all the way to his goalkeeper. Hit away by Areola, flicked on nicely by Said Benrahma, but it won't quite reach Jared Bowen. Virgil van Dijk plays his time before playing the ball to Quillian Kelleher. Oh, and a loose ball from him, and Jared Bowen dived in feet first to try and intercept that, and he got very close. The ball did reach Curtis Jones though, and Liverpool will survive a shaky moment. Wataru Endo coming deep, square he goes to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa puts his foot through one and finds Costa Simicast on the left wing, and it was a perfect ball forward from Kwanzaa, but Simicast couldn't bring it down. It wasn't the most difficult ball to control. It skidded off the top of his boot and out of play. West Ham take the throw in. Simicast again, forward this time looking for Núñez, hooked away by Thomas Souček, back into West Ham territory. Dominic Szoboszlai brings the head tennis to an end, brings the ball down and links up with Curtis Jones, and again with Van Dijk, now forward to Jones. This time Simicast does keep control of the ball as he surges forward. Chips one forward looking for Elliott. He and Darwin Núñez can't bring the ball under their control. It breaks for Curtis Jones. Back to Endo. Szoboszlai chips the ball forward looking for Gakpo, who made the run. Is headed away well by Angelo Ogbonna. West Ham trying to tidy up at the edge of their own area. And finally they bring the ball out to the right hand side. Kudus collects back to goal and lays it off to Vladimir Kufal. Takes a touch, then clears, and chested down by Wataru Endo, still inside the West Ham United half. He goes square and finds Harvey Elliott. Elliott skips away from the challenger Benrahma, gets to the edge of the area, shoots across goal, and it wasn't a bad effort, just wise from Harvey Elliott. If Areola got a touch there, it would have been the faintest of touches. I think a goal kick has been awarded. Now it looks like the right decision as well. Good work by Elliott. It's only half a yard wide or so. Flashed it from the left-hand side of the edge of the area, right across Areola and just wide of Areola's left-hand post. Pressure still being applied by Liverpool. They try to find Darwin Núñez with a long ball. Now he's tussling out wide with Kufal and seems to have won the race. And manages to find Elliott. Elliott across goal, cleared away by Ben Johnson. Relieve some of the danger there for West Ham. His clearance is picked up inside the Liverpool half by Virgil van Dijk. Endo and Szoboszlai in the centre of the park, just inside their own half. Back to Kwanzaa, now wide to Jones. Jones with a nice low cross, looking for Núñez. Half cleared away by West Ham, picked up though on the right wing by Harvey Elliott. He is forced back. Jones again, infield to Endo, back outside. Harvey Elliott, now he chips one forward looking for Cody Gakpo, and Gakpo got free in the area there, but once again a Liverpool player being let down by their touch. Curtis Jones breaks up the West Ham revival. Szoboszlai now being forced back by Fornals, but gets away from him. His attempted cross is blocked. Joe Gomez wide to Elliott. Elliott tries to thread another one through. He saw the run of Curtis Jones, who then gives the signal that he wanted it over the top from Harvey Elliott. Now the through ball along the ground goes out of play. 11 minutes gone. It's Liverpool 0, West Ham United 0. Liverpool 9 times winners of this competition. That's the record. Won it 4 times this century. Only once in the last 10 years, that coming in 2022. West Ham getting in a bit of a bother again. Ogbonna attempts a clearance, it just looks straight up in the air. It's caught by Areola. And this is better from West Ham. On the right hand side, Koufal over the halfway line into Mohamed Kudus. He appealed to Edson Alvarez. His ball over the top, looking for Benrahma, is well overhit. Hand up in apology from the Mexican. Too much in terms of attacking input from West Ham United so far in this game. Liverpool controlling possession. Very much the same against Manchester United at the weekend, but it didn't pay dividends. 0-0 draw against their famous old rivals. Tsimikas now coming forward down the left hand side, trying to take on Koufal. Goes outside and puts a cross in, and it's turned behind, out for a Liverpool corner. Cut out by Mavropanos. It's going to be Tsimikas to take the corner, a left-footed out swinger. Just waiting for Van Dijk and Kwanzaa to get back. Van Dijk wearing the captain's armband. Signal from the Greek Tsimikas. Headed away though by one of the West Ham bodies in the penalty area. Joe Gomez being forced back by Said Benrahma all the way to Kelleher. Kelleher's ball this time to Curtis Jones, doesn't quite find him. Jones stretched for it and it ran on through to Kudus. Twice now the Liverpool goalkeeper has been a bit awkward with his passes. And Liverpool win the ball back on the halfway line. Forward from Curtis Jones, skips away from one challenge. Square to Szoboszlai, he just lets the ball run onto Elliott. Will he shoot? He will shoot, and it's just wide again. Harvey Elliott this time went for the top corner. Warm applause from Jurgen Klopp. He enjoyed that attack from his team. Curtis Jones involved heavily. He was trying to pick out Szoboszlai. I'm not sure if Szoboszlai was intending to let it run for Elliott, but the ball did so anyway. Elliott took a couple of touches, cut inside and from the edge of the area, unleashed an effort which I think was even closer than his first one. Within inches of the post that time. But for now it remains 0-0 between Liverpool and West Ham. It's Virgil van Dijk on the ball after a goal kick from West Ham United. Square again to Kwanzaa. Nice ball through the middle. Picked up by Dominik Szoboszlai. He gains 10 yards and then slots a short pass forward to Gakpo. Gakpo turns back around Kudus. Now he faces the West Ham goal again. Square to Endo. Endo looking for Tsimikas, I think, but Nunez decided he was going to take it on himself, but a heavy touch again allowed Kudus in for West Ham. And a rather desperate clearance. This one from Koufal, it's gone out of play inside Liverpool territory. Kelleher gets another Liverpool attack movement. Kwanzaa, who again goes forward with the ball, this time to Harvey Elliott. Elliott cross field. Tsimikas really enjoying getting forward so far this evening. Back in field to Jones. Elliott involved again, wide once more to the ponytailed Tsimikas. Cross comes in from Elliott, but that's not his best. Cleared away quite comfortably by Mavropanos. Breaks to Endo, he finds Elliott again. 1-2 between him and Tsimikas. Back to Curtis Jones. A bit more patience in the build-up this time from the Reds. Kwanzaa across to Joe Gomez. Oh, a heavy touch from him behind Endo, and Van Dijk had to clear and thump the ball away. And it's turned into a great crossfield pass in the end, picked up by Szoboszlai. His little through ball is intercepted. He will get a chance to cross. It's onto the head of Nunez, and Nunez's header goes wide. He's claiming a corner. Don't think he's going to get one. West Ham could have been in there. Loose back pass, almost taken forward by Jared Bowen. Fortunately for Liverpool, Van Dijk was there to tidy up, and he just put his foot through one, and it was a perfect clearing long crossfield ball collected on the right wing by Dominik Szoboszlai. On the second attempt, he picks out a cross. Darwin Nunez this time committing a foul. It'll be a free kick for West Ham United. Only 10 yards from their own goal line. Alphonse Areola out of his area on the right hand side to take it. Long ball forward into the Merseyside night sky. Van Dijk collects it into Szoboszlai, and his pass won't reach Harvey Elliott, and West Ham have a chance to pile some bodies forward into the Liverpool half. Said Benrahma on the left wing, cutting in field, tries to drill across into the area. Endo cuts it out though. Jones won't quite reach him. West Ham claiming a handball there, but Liverpool play on. Over the top this time from Tsimikas, and Nunez was a mile offside on this occasion. They only need an assistant to flag that one, let alone VAR. This Harvey Elliott with the attempted ball forward. Darwin Nunez a little bit over-eager, as he sometimes is. We are back underway again. Kelleher, short pass to Endo. Cleared away by Kwanzaa. Liverpool can't break out of their own half on this occasion. Picked up by West Ham. Mavropanos, loose ball from him. All very untidy at the moment from the Hammers, but Edson Alvarez somehow managed to do a Houdini act there and play the ball out wide to Said Benrahma. He gets to the edge of the area, still going through. He's trying to burst his way past three defenders. Eventually he goes to the ground. He's not even claiming a penalty there. He just lost his balance, and the ball ran away from him and safely, from a Liverpool's perspective, into the arms of Quivin Kelleher. Just good defensive cover from Joe Gomez in the end. With Joel Matip out, as well as Andy Robertson, Tsimikas, Kwanzaa getting a fair few appearances, Gomez as well. They might have some defending to do here as Jared Bowen tries to burst through the middle, but he's upended, and Liverpool are on the move again. Try to force one through to Gakpo, but it won't reach him. Both sides just trying to go directly through the middle of the park at the moment. Curtis Jones will try something different, but that doesn't work out because an attempted ball to the right wing won't reach Harvey Elliott. West Ham recycle the ball back to Areola. He clears up to Kudus, but he can't bring the ball down without a red shirt causing him some problems. Endo now slips one through to Elliott. Elliott will strike again. This time it's on target. Rather comfortable save in the end for Alphonse Areola, but Harvey Elliott desperate to grab himself a goal this evening by the looks of things. Ben Johnson now for West Ham United, forward to Said Benrahma. He waits for the support of Edson Alvarez. Once again the Algerian linking up with Johnson. Johnson making a rare appearance this evening. Loses possession. Liverpool tidy up by going back to Kelleher, puts his foot through one first time, bounced on the halfway line. Mavropanos finds Kufal before Nunez could pick up any scraps. Into Fornals, Socek, Bowen, Kudus on the right hand side, cutting infield Mohamed Kudus. If that was a shot, it was probably the worst shot of the season. It's gone out for a throw and a good 20-25 yards from the corner flag. Completely sliced it. Even if it was a cross, it was a pretty awful effort from the Ghanaian, who has made a fantastic start to life in English football. A rare slip up from him then, in every sense of the word. Liverpool take the throw. Gomez collects again. Plays the ball across his own edge of his own area with Van Dijk. Van Dijk forward to Tsimikas. Now Szoboszlai. Firstly forward, they're into the West Ham penalty area now. Darwin Núñez just holds the ball back to Szoboszlai. He slips as he shoots. And it goes 2 or 3 yards wide. Grimace from the Hungarian, who, for my money, didn't really seem his usual self against Manchester United at the weekend. Really couldn't get in the game. Quite a few heavy touches, loose passes. The best medicine for that usually is get another game under your belt soon enough, and he started relatively comfortably in this one. And Liverpool are attacking again on the right hand side. Elliott has to dive down for one to keep it in play. Now he goes square to Curtis Jones. Jones strikes. It's a clean curling strike with his right foot, but it's straight at Alphonse Areola. Liverpool really are building on the shot count, shots on target as well as off. Nothing really to scare the World Cup winning goalkeeper Alphonse Areola. He didn't exactly play a huge part in France's win in 2018, but he's got a World Cup winners medal nonetheless. Throw in for West Ham United, 15 yards inside the half. Kufal goes forward to Alvarez. Good pressure on him from Szoboszlai, and Alvarez gives away a throw in this time. Tsimikas takes it on the halfway line back into the middle of the Liverpool half, where Van Dijk and Quansah now linking up. Quansah just puts his foot on top of the ball and just waits for a player to become available. He had 4 West Ham players in close proximity waiting to get a foot on the ball, but they got through them. And Harvey Elliott now goes wide to Joe Gomez. Gomez tries to go around Angelo Ogbonna, but his touch is a little bit too heavy. Gomez, I just said Joe Gomez, he's claiming a corner. Seems a little bit frustrated there with the assistant referee. No VAR to overturn such decisions, and I think he's got a point there. In fact, he nutmegged Ben Johnson, and it did look as if there was a deflection, but I'm talking about a replay in slow motion from a favourable angle. Well, I watched it live as the referee and his assistant did. I didn't think there was a touch. West Ham haven't done too much from the goal kick. Liverpool coming forward again. Gakpo this time from the left hand side goes down, no foul though. West Ham able to clear up to the halfway line. Quansah intervenes. Forward to Endo. Endo through the middle. Square to Szoboszlai, wide to Elliott. Elliott in field. This time West Ham United will win a corner. Ben Johnson this time certainly did deflect the ball out over the line. Attempted cross from Elliott. Johnson was the first man. Elliott has now gone and stood on the toes of Alphonse Areola. Dominic Szoboszlai over on the far side to take the free kick in front of the Anfield Road end. Over it comes. It's a fairly poor one. Easily headed away at the near post by Thomas Souček. Jones. Now Gomez. Wide again to Szoboszlai. Cuts in field. Square to Endo. Endo will strike, but it's over the top of the bar. And wide as well. Bouncing ball. Difficult for the Japanese to control. He kind of swiped at it, took it early. Didn't really look set. 25 minutes gone in the game. Liverpool 0, West Ham United 0. Alphonse Areola with a goal kick onto the chest of Kufal. He links up with Kudus and Souček. And then the ball is lost by Alvarez. 10 yards inside his own half, and Liverpool will throw players forward again. Tsimikas wide to the left wing. Darwin Núñez picks it up. He cuts in field into the area. Now he needs some support, finds it. Elliott across. It deflects. It's headed away by West Ham and finally booted clear. Still inside their own half. And it's been won back again by Liverpool. Joe Gomez. Johnson in the way, and once again Gomez, as he tries to go around Ben Johnson, is a little bit too heavy with his touch. And another one will go out of play for a goal kick for the away side. Liverpool, of course, in their all red kits, and West Ham all in white this evening. And one of those players, Mohamed Kudus, is on the ball. Plays the ball back a few yards to Sojek, who's coming to support. Wide to his compatriot, Vladimir Kufal. Turns and plays the ball infield to Ben Rama. And the build-up play from West Ham there was looking brilliant. Sojek involved as well. And then finally, Sojek's ball out to Kufal was too far ahead of him, and a real wasted opportunity there for West Ham. Nice intricate play. Ben Rama and Kufal in particular involved, Kudus as well. Ball thrown back into the 6-yard box by Liverpool. Kelleher collects and plays it across to Gomez. Ball to Elliott, who just chips it back to the England international. Wataru Endo, making use of the space in the middle, gets over the halfway line, plays to Gakpo, who slips, but he gets back on his feet and retains possession. Now out wide to Curtis Jones, trying to take on Vladimir Kufal. Plays the ball back along the ground to Gakpo, just chips one delicately forward to Elliott, who made the run, but he couldn't bring the ball down, and West Ham are able to clear. But stepping in is Kwanzaa again, and what a shot and what a goal! Out of absolutely nothing, Dominic Szoboszlai. I said he was looking a little bit more comfortable than he was at the weekend. Well, he's just proven it. Dominic Szoboszlai, with absolutely no backlift, no kind of impression that he was going to take a strike on, has fired Liverpool ahead just inside half an hour. It was a poor clearance by West Ham. They gave the ball away. Said Benrahma then couldn't tidy things up. Then the short pass forward from Jarrell Kwanzaa into Dominic Szoboszlai on the right hand side, 25 yards out. Just got his head up and fired the shot with his right foot across Alphonse Areola and into the opposite bottom corner. Inch perfect from the Hungarian, who scores his second goal in the competition. He grabbed one in the third round against Leicester City. They were so frustrated with the result of the weekend, and Liverpool finally grabbed themselves a home goal this week. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 0. We're back underway. What will the West Ham response look like? They play the ball to Kufal, and his attempted pass down the line is cut out by Darwin Núñez. Throw for West Ham, which Kufal himself takes. Ball to Benrahma, who chests it down and then plays it back to Alvarez. Now it's Liverpool's 9th shot of the game, their 3rd on target. West Ham haven't had a single one yet. Angelo Ogbonna. Now Mavropanos. Ben Johnson links up with Pablo Fornals. And they win themselves a free kick, West Ham United. Is it going to be a drop ball? I'm not 100% sure what the referee is signalled for there. David Moyes and Kevin Nolan on the West Ham United bench in discussion, not looking particularly pleased. And why would they be? The side are behind. Long ball forward from Areola, finds Kudus, but he was coming back from an offside position. Liverpool take the free kick, they go back with it to Kwanzaa, forward to Wataru Endo, out to the right hand side, Harvey Elliott, short pass back to Joe Gomez. Kwanzaa, square to Virgil van Dijk. Curtis Jones, and again to Kwanzaa. Now Liverpool in no hurry. They've got to just keep hold of the ball and let West Ham try and force a mistake. They've gone all the way back to Kelleher. You get Kwanzaa just enjoying passes, then Van Dijk calls for the ball and Kelleher responds. Field to Endo, he's the furthest man back in a red shirt at the moment. Kwanzaa once more is waiting for a run, and Joe Gomez had made a sprint down the middle of the pitch, but Kwanzaa decided against the ball to the man who's never scored for Liverpool. Across the back line, Tsimikas back to Van Dijk. Finally they go forward. Long crossfield ball from Van Dijk. Is it going to reach Szoboszlai? Looks like it will. Header inside to Elliott. He flicks it on, but it's behind Darwin Núñez. Headed out, but the attack's still going thanks to Curtis Jones. He finds Gakpo. He turns away from trouble. Plays the ball out wide to Elliott. Elliott finds the rudder of Szoboszlai, fires it across, and Mavropanos is in the way and turns it behind for a Liverpool corner. Liverpool really seem to have woken up in this game. West Ham not really looking alive to a lot of the danger that's coming their way. We're in the 32nd minute of the game. Liverpool ahead after Dominic Szoboszlai's goal. It's going to be Tsimikas this time. An in-swinging corner. Over it comes towards Núñez, headed away by Souček again. Edge of the area. Back into the danger area from Szoboszlai. Areola punches away. Curtis Jones just heads it down to Tsimikas and links up with him again. Jones trying to turn away from Jared Bowen. Does so, uses Joe Gomez. Corner routine has certainly come to an end. Liverpool still controlling possession. I was going to say in the West Ham half, but Curtis Jones says that they'll build again properly, get players back into position. He gives the ball to Weaving Kelleher. Kwanzaa now, midway inside his own half, square to his central defensive partner, Virgil van Dijk. Szoboszlai and Kwanzaa involved again. Jones still operating more as a fullback at the moment. Liverpool just going through the gears at the moment. Now they play the ball wide to Tsimikas. Cuts back in field away from Kudus. He's on the halfway line, Tsimikas. Bit of a hospital pass for Szoboszlai, but he deals with it and passes the ball to Virgil van Dijk. Kelleher again on the edge of his own area. They're just making West Ham chase shadows at the moment. Long one though from Kelleher. Won't reach Darwin Núñez, but the header is picked up on the halfway line by Wataru Endo. Curtis Jones. Is he going to win the foul there? No, I think the referee just plays the advantage. Alvarez getting in close proximity to him, but Liverpool not bothered by that. Long ball cross field from Szoboszlai and only just kept in by Harvey Elliott, but he gave the opportunity for the ball to be cleared out by Ben Johnson. It's going to be a throw in for Liverpool. Liverpool fans over on that far side down corner, happy with what they've seen so far and appreciating the work of Harvey Elliott. Joe Gomez waiting to take throw in 5 yards in from the corner flag. Lays it to Gakpo. Gakpo back to Gomez. All the way to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa infield to Van Dijk, just inside the West Ham half. To the left hand side now with Tsimikas. Jones back to Van Dijk. Endo. Szoboszlai. Joe Gomez retreats to Kwanzaa, all the way to Kelleher. Kelleher's only about 15-20 yards inside his own half at the moment. Van Dijk, he spotted the runner over the top. Will he reach Gomez this time? Gomez, when he made that darting run from the right hand side, one of his defensive mates did try and find him, but this time Van Dijk's ball slightly overcooked. Now West Ham survive another long spell of Liverpool possession. Ogbonna forward, it's just over the head of Van Dijk, but it's cut out. Oh, and Tsimikas, he's lost out to Bowen, and Bowen looked to be shaping up for a shot from 25 yards, and Tsimikas just got across to flick the ball away from the England striker. Liverpool clear. Johnson will beat Cody Gakpo to the ball, and he plays it to the feet of Alphonse Areola. He comes out of his area and chips from wide to Kufal. Nicely brought down by the Czech fullback. Forward to Mohamed Kudus. Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones closing him down, but he finds Elliott. Elliott up to the halfway line, forward to Darwin Núñez, well brought down by him, waits for support to arrive, but a good covering challenge. Ben Johnson with a vital interception prevented Dominik Szoboszlai from reaching Darwin Núñez through ball. It goes out of play. It's going to be another Liverpool corner. We're in the 37th minute of the game. Harvey Elliott seems to have picked up a bit of a knock. The referee just checking he's okay. Seems to be holding his hip. Not sure where he could have picked up that knock. Liverpool substitutes, including the most obvious replacement, Mohamed Salah, getting warm, but Jurgen Klopp will definitely not want to risk him should he not have to. Over comes the corner from Szoboszlai. It's just beyond Cody Gakpo. West Ham struggling to clear away again, and Endo just comes straight through the attempted clearer of the ball. I think it was Alvarez. It was, and Alvarez is just getting to his feet now. Completely cleaned out there by Wataru Endo. No card or anything from the referee. Completely accidental from Endo. A free kick nonetheless for West Ham. 2 or 3 yards outside their own area. Areola just goes square. Fornals, who's had a fairly quiet half so far, plays the ball forward nicely to Jared Bowen, who skips back 10 yards into his own half. This lays the ball off to Ogbonna. Alvarez to Areola, looking for Kufal once more. This time he wins a throw-in. Header from Tsimikas going out of play. West Ham give up possession from the throw-in again. Curtis Jones picks out Darwin Núñez. He links up with Harvey Elliott. Nice flick out wide to Curtis Jones. He's got the runner of Tsimikas out wide. He takes a shot on himself and it ricochets off the defender back onto Curtis Jones. It goes out just for a goal kick. A reminder, should West Ham come back into this game, there's going to be no extra time. We just go straight to the penalty shootout. Liverpool aiming to win this competition for the 10th time and reach the final for 14th. There's a record. And they've made the best start to this game with a 1-0 advantage as we approach the latter stages of the first half. They have the ball in their possession again. Elliott goes back to Van Dijk. Now Kwanzaa. Forward to Joe Gomez on the right wing. Now Szoboszlai, his cross. Gakpo just chests it down to Gomez, and Gomez unleashes an air shot. He's able to pick up the ball and recover possession for Liverpool. He's just flung a foot at it and completely missed the ball. That hasn't damaged Liverpool's cause for the moment. Jarrell Kwanzaa. Or to Dominik Szoboszlai. Gomez this time does make contact, and it's a good cross. It's over most of the bodies. Kept alive by Curtis Jones, and then Tsimikas with a heavy touch. Ball goes out of play. West Ham United throw deep in their own territory. Last time these two teams met in the League Cup back in 1988. West Ham United won that one 4-1 at Upton Park. 2 goals for Paul Ince that day. Paul Ince, of course, who would go on to play for Liverpool. John Aldridge with a Liverpool penalty. One for Tony Gale and a Steve Staunton own goal. Back in 2023, Virgil van Dijk decides to take the sting out of the game and uses his goalkeeper Kelleher. Kelleher, who'd come in for some criticism recently, conceded 3 in a 4-3 win over Fulham, and certainly at fault for at least one of the goals in the 2-1 defeat against Union Saint-Gilloise in the Europa League a week ago, I should say. He's not had anything to do at all in terms of shot stopping this evening. Van Dijk forward again. Gakpo and Nunez get a bit of a tangle on the halfway line, and West Ham win the ball back. Ogbonna wide to Ben Johnson, cuts infield and just throws the ball through nicely to Ben Rama, who runs onto it, turns away out wide and wins a throw. West Ham have the ball in Liverpool's half. Johnson takes a throw in. Alvarez slips as he plays the ball, but Souček will reach it. Koufal forward to Mohamed Kudus now. Cross field, and that's completely overhit. I'm not sure whose intended target there, either Jared Bowen or Said Benrahma, but the ball was 20 yards too far ahead of either of them. And that's really summed up West Ham's half. They've had very few opportunities to get players into the Liverpool half, and when they have, they've not done anything with it. They have some experience on the bench. Paquetá, Ward-Prowse, Ings, all in attacking sense at least. Youngster Divin Mubama as well as an option. David Moyes, and it's just over 45 minutes to try and carve out some sort of threat. The only player that they are missing, who's injured at the moment, is Mikel Antonio with a knee problem. Another player, this time Jaro Kwanzaa, slips as he plays the ball forward to Tsimikas. Pitch is a little bit more slippy and moist than most players are expecting. Liverpool maintain possession. Kelleher forward to Endo. Squared to Kwanzaa, now back to the Irish keeper. Van Dijk, waiting for an option, plays the ball forward to Jones. He links up with Endo. Liverpool keeping possession inside their own half, and now they come forward out wide to Elliott. 1-2 between him and Szoboszlai. Tries to play it forward quickly to Nunez, but it won't reach him. West Ham cut it out, but once again they get up to the halfway line and no further before Liverpool pounce. Wataru Endo. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Can't imagine we'll have much in the way of stoppage time. Virgil van Dijk. Tsimikas, Van Dijk again. Kwanzaa right on the centre spot. Short ball forward to Szoboszlai, who turns and plays the ball out wide to Joe Gomez. Gets his head up, slides against the cross. Short pass infield to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo linking up with Elliott now. Back to Szoboszlai. Infield to Endo, 35 yards from goal. Curtis Jones now. Flips one forward, looking for Nunez, but it's just above him, and it will bounce once and into the hands of Alphonse Areola. This time he kicks long, looking for Kudus, but Tsimikas wins the header on the halfway line. Jones back to Endo. Ball now sniffing around, but Endo manages to pick out Van Dijk. Szoboszlai slays one off now to Jones. He comes over the halfway line, gets Joe Gomez involved in the attack. Up on the right hand side now, Harvey Elliott puts the cross in. It's onto the head of Cody Gakpo, and it goes just wide, agonisingly wide for Cody Gakpo. Alphonse Areola didn't have a prayer with that one. Lovely work down the right hand side. Joe Gomez involved. Harvey Elliott cuts in field and put the cross in with his left foot when he reached the corner of the penalty area, right onto the head of Cody Gakpo, who tried to pick out the right hand post, the inside of the right hand post, as Liverpool were looking at it. Alphonse Areola rooted to the spot, and it went a foot wide, maybe even less than that, of the post. Liverpool concede possession around the halfway line. A chance now for West Ham. We're inside the only minute of stoppage time that was added on. Benrahma for West Ham being forced back by Jaro Kwanzaa, but nice ball in to Alvarez. Alvarez back to Benrahma. Johnson now tries to go square, but a great interception by Dominic Szoboszlai. Mavropanos has to retreat all the way back into his own half, and then his attempted ball forward ricochets off Szoboszlai and off him as well. It's going to be a Liverpool throw, and that may well be the last action of the first half. We do continue for now. Endo, Gakpo, now Kwanzaa. I spoke too soon. Elliott coming forward for Liverpool. The 1 minute of added time has elapsed. And on that note, the referee's whistle sounds. And at half time, in the last of the 4 EFL Cup quarter-finals for this year, Liverpool lead West Ham United by 1-0. A great clean strike from 25 yards from Dominic Szoboszlai in the 28th minute breaks the deadlock. It's 1-0 to Liverpool at half-time. Join me in around 10 minutes for the second half. quarter-final match this evening. Liverpool leading by West Ham United by 1-0. That goal coming in the 28th minute. 25-yard strike from Dominik Szoboszlai, beating Alphonse Areola to give the Reds a deserved lead. Liverpool into double figures with their shots. West Ham yet to register an effort at all, on goal, off goal, blocked, anything. No shots from West Ham, who seem to be having another fruitless trip to Anfield. They've only won one of their last 55 visits to this side of Stanley Park. 14 draws and 40 defeats in that run as well. Of course, they've lost by 3-1 earlier this season. Alexis McAllister with a particularly impressive goal that day, back in September. And they conceded another impressive goal this evening. Szoboszlai, who was taken off against Manchester United, didn't really look at the races well. He's been pretty solid so far this afternoon and marked his appearance with a goal. Now the Liverpool players are on their way back out for the second half, and it looks like there's going to be no changes for Jurgen Klopp's side. So it's Quivi and Kelleher in goal, Joe Gomez, Jarrell Quansah, Virgil van Dijk and Costa Tsimikas at the back. Dominik Szoboszlai, Wataru Endo and Curtis Jones in midfield. Harvey Elliott, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo up front. They're just waiting for David Moyes to send his troops out for the second half. Liverpool clearly raring to go. It's rather unusual for the winning side to come back out in this kind of situation. Usually it's the away side who are the more eager. Perhaps West Ham got something up their sleeve. Perhaps they're just getting ready for a change to come on. The players are just mulling about inside the tunnel, I should say, at the moment. And they're in no hurry whatsoever to make their way back out onto the Anfield playing surface. Kevin Nolan in discussion with a couple of the players. They're making Liverpool wait at the moment. West Ham, who have been on a good run. If you take out the 5-0 drubbing against Fulham on the 12th of this month, they've been in brilliant form. 3-0 wins, 3-0 win against Wolves, 2-0 and 1-0 successes recently to win their UEFA Europa League group against Freiburg and Vachka Topola respectively. 2-1 away win at Tottenham as well, held to a draw by Crystal Palace. West Ham United are finally back out, and the referee is going to waste no time in getting the game back underway. It's going to be Liverpool to kick us off, going from left to right as I look at things. Heading towards the Kop end in the second half. Dominik Szoboszlai takes kick-off quickly back to Quansah, and Quansah plays the ball out wide. They're looking for Darwin Núñez, but the header comes in, and out of play the ball goes. Will take the throw in, back to Virgil van Dijk, square to Quansah. Szoboszlai turns and plays the ball to Van Dijk again, gets within 5 yards of the halfway line, plays the ball square to Joe Gomez, back to Quansah, and then wide nicely to Harvey Elliott on the halfway line. He cuts in field 15-20 yards, plays the ball out wide to the left hand side. Darwin Núñez decides to take it on himself. Short ball back to Jones. Jones skips in field between a couple of West Ham defenders and finds the Uruguayan Núñez again. Endo. Tsimikas. Jones again. Might fancy his luck, and the ball deflects off Thomas Souček. No chance of him keeping that one in play, and it goes out for a Liverpool corner. Would have been some effort for Curtis Jones to score from there. Anyway, Liverpool have taken the corner quickly into Endo, the edge of the area. Back out wide, Tsimikas. Van Dijk, who didn't even have a chance to get forward for the corner. Szoboszlai, will he try his luck again? No, he decides to go to Elliott on the right wing. Poor ball from him, but it will just about reach Gomez. Benrahma trying to reach it. Now Endo forward for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is deflected. It's over the head of Gakpo and out for another corner. Turned away by Vladimir Koufal. Nice run forward off the ball by Dominik Szoboszlai. Curtis Jones picked him out. It looked like he'd played a bit too far ahead of him, and Szoboszlai's attempted cutback for Jones looped off Angelo Ogbonna over the top of Areola. He was fortunately out of defender there. Overcomes another corner. Again, it's Souček doing the defensive work for West Ham, and it's controlled again by Tsimikas, who took the corner. He floats in another cross. It's turned away once more. And now Ben Johnson, who doesn't get his angles right, and he concedes a throw in this time. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. Elliott linking up with Szoboszlai. No one really waiting in the area for a cross, so Szoboszlai uses Endo. Quansah and Gomez involved, everything coming down the right hand side for Liverpool at the moment. Back inside their own half. Quansah now infield to Virgil van Dijk. And now over to the left, Tsimikas. Infield to Jones. Endo now. Endo turns. Finds Gakpo just inside the area. Nunez turns. Unleashes a stinging effort, and it's well saved by Areola. It was right above his head, but he had to get his arms up quickly in reaction to that one. He pulled it away, and it's going to be another Liverpool corner. I think this is the third, at least the third of the second half already. We're only in the 4th minute of the second half. Tsimikas over, takes the corner, headed away by Mavropanos. Ball comes back into the West Ham area, and the ball is flicked on by Gakpo and well wide, following a rather forceful cross from Dominik Szoboszlai. Neat turn inside the area by Darwin Nunez to get away from Pablo Fornals, and his shot was heading for the top corner, but he was shooting from a fairly wide angle, and the angle was covered well by Areola. Long ball forward is headed back by Van Dijk. Liverpool through Joe Gomez coming down the right hand side, but Ben Johnson back well to intercept. Nunez though wins it back from Alvarez. Liverpool again coming forward in the West Ham third, and Jones this time shoots from the edge of the box, and it's gone wide. Liverpool have not been afraid to shoot at all in this game from range. Harvey Elliott going close a couple of times in the first half. Szoboszlai scoring from outside the area. Jones going close as well on this occasion. Nowhere is safe for West Ham at the moment. Not quite 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still 1-0 to the Reds. Virgil van Dijk is under another long goal kick from Alphonse Areola. This time his header goes square and out of play. And a rare foray forward now for West Ham. Vladimir Koufal to take the throw in, 20 yards inside the West Ham half. Goes it to Kudus. Kudus back to Koufal. Fornals becomes available. Now Bowen. Bowen just tries to thread one through to Kudus, who'd made the run and couldn't find him. But West Ham win the ball back. Jared Bowen on the corner of the area, but breaking up the play there is Kostas Tsimikas. He's done well, and out the play the ball goes. There must be another throw in. Looks like West Ham might be getting ready to make a substitution. They're going to take the throw in for now. Looks like it's going to be a long one hurled into the box, but no, they go short. Fornals made himself available. Koufal. Fornals again with a poor cross, but it's just flicked on by Ben Johnson. The attack is still alive for West Ham. Benrahma down the wing. Ben Johnson with a rather audacious attempted turn around Endo, and Endo does well. Challenge comes flying in from Alvarez, and Harvey Elliott has stayed down. Alvarez might pick up the first yellow card of the evening. Caught Harvey Elliott on the ankles pretty late. Sent him tumbling to the floor. Endo did well to win the ball back from Johnson. Just tapped the ball forward to Elliott down the wing, and in comes Alvarez, and he does indeed pick up the first yellow card of the evening. Still in discussion with the referee. Not happy with that decision at all, the Mexican. Liverpool take the free kick short, back to Quillian Kelleher, who I think is having his first touch of the second half. Linking up with Van Dijk, and forward nicely to Szoboszlai. Turns the ball out to Joe Gomez. Gomez forward, just prods it through to Szoboszlai, will just reach him. His ball ricochets back to him, and then thumb clear finally by West Ham as Liverpool got to the edge of their area once again. Back midway inside his own half to collect the ball is Van Dijk. Now Kwanzaa up to the halfway line. Elliott, who was okay to continue after that knock. Driving forward, Harvey Elliott. Squared to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai turns to protect the ball. Goes down. No foul, says the referee. Good work by Tomas Souček on this occasion. Ben Johnson trying to sprint his way out of trouble and doing well. Johnson up to halfway. Then throws the ball through to Bowen. This is a good chance here for West Ham. Across the area, Bowen, and it's cut out vitally by Kostas Tsimikas. It's going to be a West Ham United corner. That's the most fluid, quick counter-attack that we've seen from West Ham all evening. They still haven't managed to register a shot. At the back post, waiting for Bowen's ball across, was Pablo Fornals, and it certainly would have reached him if it wasn't for Tsimikas' interception. Corner ball for West Ham United, their first of the evening. Souček, always a threat from corners. He's up there on corner as well. Over comes the corner to the near post, looking for Souček, but headed away. Looks like it was Szoboszlai who was back there. Hufal retreats, plays the ball to Johnson. Johnson over the top, another good ball from him. This time Benrahma, but he was offside. Just went a little bit too early there, the Algerian. Liverpool wastes no time in getting play up and running again. Endo, Gomez and Kwanzaa linking up. Back to Kelleher. Liverpool usually slow in possession before suddenly exploding either through the middle or trying a long crossfield ball out to one of the wingers. Kelleher being chased down by Bowen, but he has to put his foot through it and does so successfully. Almost picks out Nunez, but then Elliott does win the ball for Liverpool high up the field. Just keeps it in play, tries the cross. Johnson's in the way of it though. It deflects up in the air, and then Johnson clears when the ball fell back down to him. Jones and Szoboszlai win it back in West Ham territory for Liverpool. Kwanzaa square across to Van Dijk again. With those big strides forward, he wins a few more yards for Liverpool and then plays it out wide. In field now, Curtis Jones. Gakpo made the run, but he didn't find him. Lays it back to Darwin Nunez, and he strikes from a wide angle from 20 yards. And he hits his own player, Gakpo. Back out with Tsimikas and Jones on the wing. Tsimikas' ball then is poor. It's behind Endo. He has to retreat just a couple of yards inside his own half. Uses Kwanzaa. Endo and Jones again. Flicks one through to Darwin Nunez on the left-hand side. Jones continues his run into the area. Oh, and Curtis Jones has picked out the bottom corner. How on earth did he do that from such a tight angle? Curtis Jones has scored his first goal in all competitions this season. Liverpool have doubled their advantage. Lovely sweeping move. They've tried so many of those through balls into the area this evening to different levels of effectiveness. Well, this one has worked out perfectly down the left-hand side, and it's all smiles for Jurgen Klopp's men. It was Curtis Jones just 10 yards inside his own half. He flicked it through first of all to Nunez. Nunez made his way out to the wing. Jones just continued his run. straight through the heart of the West Ham defence. Nobody went with him, and he faked to play the ball across. He gave West Ham the eyes. He had a look up across the area, but Alphonse Areola, who seemed to have his angles covered, left a gap between his legs, and Curtis Jones has slotted the ball through from a tight angle from the Liverpool left-hand side of the area, and into the opposite bottom corner it went. Areola won't want to see that one again, but it's 2-0, and Liverpool almost win the ball high up the field once again. Finally West Ham clear win, as you can gather from that. We are back underway, and West Ham United have made a change. Lucas Paquetá is on, and he's replaced Saïd Benrahma. So Saïd Benrahma still waiting for his first goal of the season in all competitions, just the one assist. And it's Paquetá on to try and change the game for the Hammers. They're 2-0 down, there's still over 30 minutes of the game left. Fornals and Paquetá immediately linking up. Down the left wing, Johnson. Fornals with a cross, is a really good cross, and Queven Kelleher had to palm that one away. Jared Bowen was ready to pounce at the edge of the 6-yard box. He did well, Queven Kelleher. Now Liverpool trying to break. They got 4-on-4 if they can move the ball quickly. It's Jones again, wide to Nunez. Nunez inside the area, just lays it back out to Jones on the edge of the box, and he tries the curler. It's gone over the top of the bar. Jones really enjoying his football, particularly in the second half this evening, and a real confidence booster for him, grabbing his first goal of the campaign in all competitions. It looks like there's going to be a triple change for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, I'm sure he is happy with what he's seen so far, but wanting to give some players some minutes nonetheless. Kudus now. It's been quiet in the second half. He's driving forward on his own. Now lays it wide to Bowen. Bowen trying to just pick out Benrahma, I should say Paquetá, as he just got inside the area, but he couldn't find him. Liverpool getting bodies back and able to clear the ball. Nunez from the edge of the box. It looks like there's going to be no advantage coming. Bowen just left something there on Darwin Nunez. He cleared the ball away. 59 minutes gone. Liverpool doubling their lead through Curtis Jones after Dominic Szoboszlai put them 1-0 up. Three players coming on who have already played a good amount of football this evening. Jurgen Klopp not wanting to give the kids a run out just yet, and it's the end of the evening for Wataru Endo. He's going to be replaced by Trent Alexander-Arnold. And also Virgil van Dijk comes off. He's going to hand the captain's armband to one of his teammates, and he's going to be replaced by Ibrahima Konate. And also the scorer of the opening goal, Dominic Szoboszlai, is off, and he's going to be replaced by Mohamed Salah. So Salah, I imagine, will go into the front line, meaning Harvey Elliott will drop back into the middle, and perhaps Trent Alexander-Arnold will operate as a proper central midfielder this time, if Joe Gomez is going to stay at the back. And looking by the way Liverpool is shaped up, that might well be the case. They go long, Liverpool, looking for Cody Gakpo, who's operating as a centre forward at the moment. Johnson down by his own corner flag with Salah for company, and he's forced to just play the ball straight out. Liverpool win a throw high up the field. Gomez takes. Elliott, Salah, Gomez and Elliott again. Infield to Trent. Turns and plays the ball infield to Jones. Jones forward, then waits for the support of Tsimikas on the left wing. Tsimikas at the edge of the area. Back to Jones. Trent. Elliott once more. Konate with his first touch. A little bit of a heavy one. He has to go back to Kelleher. Trent again, who's full of running at the moment through the middle. Gakpo wide to Salah. Threads it through. Elliott with a chance and almost a carbon copy of the second goal, but from the other wing. Elliott and Salah involved this time. And Elliott, who continued his run, took the shot on from fairly close range, but from the tight angle this time. Alphonse Areola got his knees down quickly to close the angle and made the save. It wasn't the good strike by Harvey Ellis, he scuffed it slightly, but it will be a corner for Liverpool for Trent Alexander-Arnold to take. Over it comes, but the referee is not happy with something. Just having words with a couple of players in amongst the melee. Gakpo up there, Quansah as well. Trent's just putting the ball down on the very edge of the quadrant again. What can he do with this one? His first proper corner of the evening. It's a poor one, headed away by Kudus. We'll try to keep it alive, but a heavy touch from Tsimikas allows Koufal to half clear, but it doesn't go very far. It finds Nunez. Nunez across, it's beyond Kanate. Finds Alexander-Arnold, and here's a shot. His shot come cross. Goes the whole way across the crowded penalty area, and somehow nobody in red could get a meaningful touch on that one. Completely scuffed shot by Trent Alexander-Arnold. It went through the legs of a West Ham defender, and that was just enough to put Darwin Nunez off, who swung a leg at it but couldn't connect. Wry smile from the Uruguayan, who's 10 games without a goal now. He was praised by Pep Guardiola, the assistant manager, for all his work that he's been doing off the ball. It's not all about goals, he was saying. But still, the centre forward won't want to extend that scoreless run for too much longer. West Ham take a throw and then try to go cross field, but the bounce of the ball rather evades Jared Bowen, and Costa Tsimikas picks it up again on the left wing. Lays it back to Darwin Nunez. Curtis Jones now. Back to Nunez, who stayed onside on this occasion. He's trying to take on Koufal and can't win the corner or put the crossover. Just lost control at the vital moment there. Koufal went down in a bit of a heap and believed that he was fouled by Nunez. So just a goal kick for Areola to take. No, I'm sorry, it's actually a corner that's been awarded. I'm not sure when and where Koufal got a touch on that one, but Tsimikas floats it over, and it's just beyond everyone bar Pablo Fornals, who boots it clear. Curtis Jones sends it back into the area beyond Nunez, and Nunez in fact was coming back from an offside position. So another free kick for West Ham United. Got 25 minutes of the game to go. A reminder, should West Ham make what seems like an unlikely comeback at this stage and level the game, then we'll go straight to penalties. But as things stand, Liverpool are going to be joining Chelsea, Fulham and Middlesbrough in the draw for the semi-finals. And they've flipped one over the top for Mohamed Salah, but Alphonse Areola just wins the race to that one. Lays it off to Ben Johnson. Johnson skips infield and then loses possession to Alexander-Arnold. He's got support, but he can't find either Gakpo or Salah. Threads the ball in between the two of them, and it runs out. Another goal kick for Areola to take. The draw for the semi-finals will be made shortly after the conclusion of this match, so look out for that later on this evening. Flash Score will bring you the news of that draw, I'm sure. West Ham's wait for a maiden victory in the League Cup seems to be going on for one more year. Jared Bowen, though, trying to do something about that. Mavropanos. Crossfield to Johnson. Forward Heavy touch though from Pablo Fornals, and he can't keep the ball in play. Liverpool will have a throw, 10 yards or so inside their own half. Kenny Dalglish watching on from the sidelines. Liverpool go back into their own area from the throw. Leaving Kelleher plays it to Konate. Kelleher again. Goes long. Ogbonna wins the header on the halfway line. The Fornals claiming a foul. And finally the ball goes out of play. Jones takes the throw in for Liverpool. Forward to Salah. Salah just pushes the ball down to Gakpo, who tries to turn away from his marker, Ogbonna, but Ogbonna commits a foul. And it looks like it will be another change for Liverpool shortly. I think it's going to be Conor Bradley who's going to be coming on. Alexander-Arnold and Kwanzaa in combination for now though. Konate. Trent again. Turns in space on the halfway line. Then finds Tsimikas. No. Tsimikas was making the run, but Koufal did well to intercept, put the ball out of play. And now the change will be made, and Tsimikas, he's not getting many opportunities for a rest at the moment in all competitions with Andy Robertson out, but he's not going to be playing the full 90 again this evening. He comes off, he's played well again, the Greek fullback, and his replacement is going to be Northern Ireland international Conor Bradley. Bradley is a academy graduate. He's played twice so far this season. He's been on the bench for a few Premier League games, but his two appearances have come in the Europa League. This is 8th appearance in his career for Liverpool. He's played more games for Northern Ireland than he has for Liverpool. He's won 13 caps for his national team. Probably would have played more this season if it wasn't for a back injury that kept him out until the end of November, but he's getting an extra few minutes tonight. Kelleher well out of his goal with a short pass to Alexander-Arnold. Curtis Jones has gone deep for now. And Bradley, nice touch forward from him into Salah, and then Salah from close range fires the ball into Rosette of the Kop. He really should have done better with that one, Mohamed Salah. Excellent cushion ball on the volley from Conor Bradley. What a first touch of the game that was from him. A no-look, side-footed cushioned volley coming down off the long crossfield pass right into the path of Mohamed Salah. And Salah, with all his experience, let the youngster down there. Rather wayward and quite awful shot. Ben Johnson for West Ham United, trying to take on Bradley down the wing. But, Trent is back there to cover. Clears it away. Ogbonna tries to win the ball, but he can only head it down to Salah. But West Ham with Mavropanos tidy up. Areola clears away. It's just beyond Bowen, but he's won West Ham a throw in. They take it quickly into Kudus. Kudus takes on the shot, and it's just over the top of the bar. And finally, in the 71st minute of the game, West Ham United have had a shot. Mohamed Kudus, who scored in the previous round against Arsenal, just a couple of yards over the top with that effort, if that. Queven Kelleher just had to make sure, put an arm up to make sure. And the graphics guys working well this evening, because it's just flashed up on my screen. 22 shots for Liverpool and 1 for West Ham. Konate comes right through the middle, finds Gakpo. Gakpo to the edge of the area. He takes a shot, and the stats people will have to go into overdrive again, because Liverpool have just made it 3-0. Cody Gakpo with a finish from the edge of the area, and that's it. It's good night, West Ham. Liverpool through, by all means, barring a miracle now, to the semi-finals of the League Cup. Konate came forward up to the halfway line. He tried to pass out where he just got a couple of deflections really, and somehow the ball broke back to him in plenty of space. Socek with a heavy touch. Kanate just said thank you very much, I'll take it from here. Laid it off to Gakpo. Gakpo cut in field with a right foot shot, picked out the bottom corner. Areola couldn't get down quickly enough. West Ham really haven't been in the game this evening. In the pouring rain on Merseyside, Liverpool have taken a 3-goal lead. They had some critics to answer after the poor game against Manchester United at the weekend, and perhaps they've come up against an opponent who have just played one game too many in recent weeks. West Ham, a lot of travelling to do in the Europa League. Yes, of course, Liverpool are in the competition as well, but West Ham don't quite have the strength in depth to call upon that Liverpool have, and we can see that tonight. Vladimir Koufal has come off for West Ham and being replaced by Thilo Kehrer. Another change for David Moyes, and unfortunately for his side, it's unlikely to have too much of an impact on the game. James Ward-Prowse has also entered the action. I'll confirm who he came on for very shortly. And for now, West Ham have themselves a free kick wide on the left wing. Ward-Prowse to take it. It's beyond everyone on the edge of the box and very comfortably into the gloves of Quibin Kelleher. In fact, there was an offside from the free kick as well. Mohamed Kudus, who took West Ham's only shot of the evening so far, has been taken off. And he was the one who was replaced by Ward-Prowse. Liverpool now in complete control of the match and of the ball. Short pass forward to Elliott. Elliott clips one over to the right wing where Conor Bradley picks up the ball. Nice pass infield from him. This is sumptuous from Liverpool, and finally they enter the area. Gakpo, Salah, Nunez all involved. There's some lovely touches, but finally one too many, and the move breaks down before anyone can get a shot away. But Liverpool coming again. Curtis Jones. Gomez, who's now operating on the left-hand side. Alexander-Arnold finds him again. Curtis Jones cuts in field, lays it off to Gakpo. Gakpo with a 1-2 with Curtis Jones, into Gomez. Jones carries on again, gets to the edge of the area. Can he work the space to shoot? No, he can't. Find Salah. Wide to Bradley, his low cross turned behind by Ben Johnson. It's going to be another Liverpool corner. We've got just over 15 minutes of the 90 still remaining, and I don't want to put the curse on it, but it looks right now it could just be a case of how many in these late stages for Liverpool. They lead by 3-0. Cody Gakpo, who scored in the previous rounds, 3-1 win over Leicester and a 2-1 win over Bournemouth. 3 goals in 3 rounds for the Dutchman. Overcomes the corner, kept alive by Gakpo at the back post. West Ham struggling to clear. Finally Mavropanos puts his foot through it, and it bounces over the touchline. Liverpool quickly take the throw midway inside West Ham territory. Alexander-Arnold and Jones just deciding what they want to do with it. They go back. Now Kanate went on that surging run to set up the 3rd goal. Salah, Elliott, Kanate now turns away from Ward-Prowse, and then Ward-Prowse gets a fistful of his shirt. He's very fortunate not to get booked there, James Ward-Prowse. Looks like Luis Diaz is going to be coming on for Jurgen Klopp's side. Curtis Jones again. Kwanzaa drills one out to Bradley, and Bradley, another brilliant touch from him. Elliott whips it in field and turned away. Again, Mavropanos doing the defensive work for West Ham United. Kanate, rather unorthodox clearance. It goes out of play. Ben Johnson takes the throw midway inside his own half. Uses Paquetá. Johnson again, over the top. Nice ball from him. Jared Bowen is onto it and into the area. Turns away from Kwanzaa, gets the shot away, and that's a great goal for West Ham United. They barely look like scoring in this whole game, but Jared Bowen can't be kept quiet for the full 90 minutes. Really good ball over the top from Ben Johnson, and perhaps there's life still in this game. Ben Johnson just turned away from Harvey Elliott down the left wing. Ball over the top. It looks like it was the right decision from the official in that Jared Bowen was onside. Picked up the ball inside the area. Cut infield from the left, West Ham left-hand side of the area, inside Jarrell Kwanzaa, and then shaped the shot around Caoimhin Kelleher, who will be disappointed not to get a clean sheet this evening, having had almost nothing to do. And with their first shot on target, well inside the last 15 minutes, West Ham United do get themselves a goal. It's Liverpool 3, West Ham United 1. Luis Diaz is on for the Reds for the last 12.5 minutes of the 90. And Cody Gakpo is the man who made way. Gomez now. Infield, gets to the edge of the area. Is he going to shoot? He is going to shoot, and it's a good save by Areola. He had to dive down to prevent the rebound. Lots of players trying to get in on the act there. And Joe Gomez, who has never scored for Liverpool, this is his 195th appearance. He's still waiting for his first goal, and he really thinks tonight is his night. He gets a good shot on target there, but Areola down to make the save. It remains 3-1. Paquetá for West Ham, who seem to have a bit more life in them now, but offside over on the far side. Tilo Kehrer, who just went a little bit too early. Owen and Ward-Prowse involved in a neat move up until then. Liverpool just take the free kick in the edge of their own area back to Kelleher. Canate to Bradley, who's he's impressed so far, but he's given the ball away. Ward-Prowse, Thomas Souček, Ward-Prowse again. Pablo Fornals out wide on the left, plays it back to Johnson. Johnson with a cross, but it's overhit this time. Grabbing the assist, Ben Johnson, for the goal a couple of minutes ago, but that ball not quite as inch perfect as the previous one. Ben Johnson, just his 4th appearance in all competitions. Played 90 minutes against Lincoln City in round 3. 79 minutes against Bachka Topola was his most recent appearance. It's not really featured as much in David Moyes' plans this season, hasn't been injured. West Ham try their luck down the left-hand side, but the ball out to Fornals is overhit. And I'll say back to Kelleher, who clears away. Ogbonna with a good header forward, but it's again just beyond the West Ham attackers. Kelleher grabs and throws the ball long to Gomez. Now Jones picks it up. Forward to Darwin Núñez. Núñez takes a shot. It's clipped off the edge of the post, and Salah somehow can't turn it in. I don't know if he was in an offside position when he took the shot on, but Mohamed Salah, if he was onside there, he's just missed an open goal. Darwin Núñez, desperate to end his scoring drought, cuts in off the wing, takes a shot from the edge of the area, and it has to go down to good save by Areola, because he managed to get a touch on it and turn it on to the post, and it came straight back to Salah, who was at the edge of the 6-yard box in a central position. Areola laying on the ground, and Salah just threw his left leg at it, made a solid contact, but it just bobbled wide of the goal. It was a difficult one for him to control with the ball coming back off the post, but Mohamed Salah has just missed an open goal from 6 yards out. One for the blooper reel there. Danny Ings now is on for West Ham United. looks like CARABAO is the man who's gone off. We're inside last 10 minutes. No, in fact it's Edson Alvarez who is off. Ben Johnson. Ings getting his first touch. Looking for his first goal of the season, Danny Ings. Against his old club, of course. Infield. West Ham going, Mavropanos getting forward. Paquetá tries to turn, but he loses possession. And now Liverpool spring forward straight through the middle. Salah, he stayed onside. He takes the shot and he rolls it into the back of the net. And having been denied a couple of minutes ago with a glorious opportunity, Mohamed Salah does finally get his name on the score sheet. Goal number 201 in a Liverpool shirt, and any hopes that West Ham had of an unlikely comeback in this game have just been killed off by Mohamed Salah, who scores yet again this season his 15th goal in all competitions. He was certainly onside because he was still inside his own half when the ball was played to him through the middle. He got away from Thilo Kehrer, took a couple of touches to get inside the area. He set himself on his left foot and calmly rolled the ball past Areola. Mohamed Salah has scored again. It's Liverpool 4, West Ham United 1, and it's 4 goals for Liverpool, and they're going to be ball number 4 in the EFL Cup semi-final draw coming up later this evening, where either Chelsea, who they beat in the final in 2022, Fulham or Middlesbrough will be their opponents. Lucas Paquetá trying to get what will surely be a consolation now for West Ham United. Tries to find Thilo Kehrer, but ball chip through is a little bit too heavy. Shake of the head there from Jurgen Klopp, but he must be pretty satisfied with his side's work. Konate threads one through to Salah. Back to Alexander-Arnold. His pass along the ground over the halfway line to Curtis Jones. Jones forward. Jones going all the way. Curtis Jones. Oh, what a goal. Curtis Jones makes it 5. The West Ham United defence all at sea. And Curtis Jones, who could have had a hatful this evening, grabs his second of the evening. That was so easy. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the ball over the halfway line. It was a simple 10-15 yard pass forward. Curtis Jones had so much to do, but the West Ham defenders just kept backing off, and as he entered the penalty area, Angelo Ogbonna made a really half-hearted effort to stop him. Just tried to make a block on a shot that was never coming in, so Curtis Jones just took an extra touch, waited the extra split second, and then picks out the bottom corner again. Curtis Jones, who hadn't scored before this evening in all competitions, now has his second goal of the night. It's Liverpool 5, West Ham United 1. One game too many, I think, in recent weeks for David Moyes' Hammers. They've been playing well recently, but when it hasn't worked out, it's gone very badly. A 5-0 defeat against Fulham, their only defeat in their last 6 in all competitions. Well, they've conceded 5 again this evening, and there's still 4.5 minutes of the 90 still to be played. And their wretched record against Liverpool at Anfield goes on. Danny Ings with a heavy touch. They give it away again, West Ham, but it's not going to cost them this time. The ball is back with Alphonse Areola. Just waits for the pressure from Luis Diaz to come before he clears the ball away, looking for CARABAO, but the header won by Ibrahima Konate. Out of play it goes. Ben Johnson will take the throw in, a few yards inside his own half. Links up with Souček. They Goes cross field. It's an awkward one for Kelleher to deal with, but he will get the ball into his hands after a bounce or two before Jarrod Bowen can try and challenge him for it. Liverpool coming forward down the left-hand side. It's Jones again, on a hat-trick now, of course. Luis Diaz. It's a difficult one for Jones to keep in play. He did. And then Luis Diaz atones for his poor ball. Winning possession for Liverpool. Gets to the edge of the area, but then runs into trouble. Just booted away by West Ham, who are now just trying to batten down the hatches and not concede any more. So many players behind the ball, reluctant to get forward and try and score another consolation goal. They just rather try and keep it down to 5. Bradley, who's really impressed this evening, linking up with Mohamed Salah on the right wing. Out wide there as well is Harvey Elliott. Cuts in field to Luis Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Kwanzaa inside the West Ham half. Gomez as well. Trent will just about reach Harvey Elliott. He strikes. This one goes well wide from Elliott. Another chance goes begging for Liverpool, but it's no bother. Job done, and it's all smiles now for Jurgen Klopp, who's just sitting on the bench with a big smile on his face. He'll be really pleased with his side's work. Have conceded a free kick though inside their own half. Trent Alexander-Arnold on Lucas Paquetá. Will be just on the West Ham right hand side, about 40 or so yards from goal. Ward-Prowse takes it quickly, looking for the run off Paquetá, but Liverpool were alert to the danger, and West Ham have completely wasted a chance to use Ward-Prowse's dead ball skills. Liverpool are already into the area. Darwin Núñez, has he gone offside again? Yes, he has. Shrug of the shoulders from the Uruguayan, a shake of his head. Frustrated with himself there. And I think another good call there by the assistant. Was just half a yard offside. Darwin Núñez. 89 minutes gone in the game. Alphonse Areola from just outside his own area takes the free kick long. Header won by Gomez, flicked on by Jones, and then Núñez commits a foul. I think it's Thilo Kehrer who he's caught late there. Kehrer down holding his face, and it's a yellow card for Darwin Núñez. He kept him on, surely to help him grab a goal and end his personal droughts. And all he's done is run offside a few times and now pick up a yellow card for his troubles. We haven't had too many stoppages other than for the substitutions in the second half, so I can't imagine that referee Tim Robinson will hand on too many more minutes, especially with the game over as a contest. West Ham now trying to force something down the Liverpool left-hand side, and Paquetá has won a corner, the ball deflecting off Joe Gomez, and 4 minutes have been added on. The Anfield Road end is looking particularly empty. That whole of the lower tier given to West Ham fans this evening, there's not too many of them left. Ward-Prowse swings in the corner, but it's not one of his usual standard, and Liverpool able to thump the ball clear. And Mohamed Salah is sprinting forward, and he's gonna, he almost kept that one in play, and he just took his eye off it at the vital moment. He sprinted forward and out to the right wing to keep it in play, and just at the most important moment he just took his eye off it, and out of play it went, and he thumped the ball away in frustration. So it looked like he had support up there to try and add a sixth, but Konate now steps in. Diaz out wide. It's forced Darwin Núñez outside the area. He's going to have to try and take on Thilo Kehrer. He does try and take him on, then just lays the ball off to Diaz. Diaz tries to poke it back in. Gomez just about manages to keep the attack moving for Liverpool. Jones again. He'll want to try and have one more chance to grab the hat-trick. Gomez still wants his first Liverpool goal. Trent just calms things down and plays it back to Konate. Konate now in the centre of the West Ham half. Plays the ball wide. Curtis Jones is out there. Infield to Elliott. Elliott will also be desperate to grab himself a goal. Wide to Mohamed Salah. Salah infield, and then the ball deflects off Ben Johnson from Salah's attempted low cross. And almost 2 minutes of the four that were added on have elapsed. And it's another corner for the home side. Trent Alexander-Arnold in no hurry at all. Reciprocates the applause he receives from the Kop end. And there's a lot of tired bodies out there, but Liverpool are looking for a sixth. Over it comes from Alexander-Arnold. Overhit. Headed out of the danger areas. Picked up by Curtis Jones. Just a few yards inside the West Ham half. Joe Gomez. A nice ball back out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Infield. Here goes Bradley. Through to Elliott. Elliott tries to burst through Johnson. He got through him, and then Souček came across and just hammered the ball out for yet another Liverpool corner. Around another minute has elapsed. About 1 minute and 15 seconds left of the four that were added on. Fewer and fewer West Ham fans at the other end of the ground, but in front of the Kop, Liverpool take the corner short. Alexander-Arnold in tandem with Harvey Elliott. Square to Salah. And I'm not really sure what Salah was doing there. His ball over the top. Well overhit, and any chances that Liverpool had of adding a sixth have come and gone, for now at least. And West Ham will just want to forget about this game. It's been a miserable evening on a wet Merseyside. They will play Manchester United at home next, then it's Arsenal away, and then Brighton at home on the 2nd of January. So a really difficult festive fixture schedule for West Ham. Liverpool's isn't much easier. They've got Arsenal on the 23rd, away to Burnley on Boxing Day, and then on New Year's Day Newcastle United at home. But for now, Liverpool have booked their place in the last four of the EFL Cup. Handshakes all round for Jurgen Klopp and his assistants, because they have won this game by 5-1. Dominic Szoboszlai opened the scoring in the first half. Curtis Jones made it 2-0. Cody Gakpo added a third. Jarrod Bowen did respond for West Ham United with 13 minutes still to be played. Then two more goals in quick succession. Mohamed Salah and Jones again in front of a tired Liverpool defence. It's rounded off a huge win for Liverpool. They're in the hatch for the semi-finals. It's finished Liverpool 5, West Ham United 1. I've been Anthony Thomas for Flash Score. Thank you for joining me this evening, and see you again soon.